Hello, hello, my beautiful souls. Okay, so this is actually just gonna be we'll call it a nightcap story time or sharing. So, but I will be pulling one card, and it's a deck that I don't think I've ever actually used on my YouTube or here or TikTok at all. It's my Mystical Shaman deck. I've used it in private readings, but I don't believe I've used it on here. But for what I'm about to talk about, this is where we need the card from. So, what I want to talk about is I've had a lot of people coming to me. First, let's do our little thing. A lot, because we need this for real. Just like everybody that's been coming to me, you're not alone. I feel this too. So let's go ahead and breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Yes. Okay, so I've had a lot of people coming to me. Some talking about they feel like there's things attached to them. They can't get out of their head. They're stuck. They have no motivation. You name it, it's going on. Their thoughts are overpowering everything, where they don't want to do anything, and then just sit there and think. And they think that what they need is a reading, and I'm telling you now, it's not a reading that you need. I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, don't get a reading done. But if you really feel like, no, I need some clarity. You know what I mean? If you really you'll know, your intuition will tell you. I do personal readings. I do private readings. So if you really feel that, of course, message me, email me. I will definitely do your reading. And also, if you don't have money to buy a reading, I have a YouTube channel where I got every zodiac sign has their own playlist, and all my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when I did them, though they will resonate, whichever one you pick. And so they each have their own playlist, plus I have a playlist of all zodiac signs. And you just use your intuition, whatever you're called to do. But the biggest thing that we need to do, okay, like I was saying, the biggest thing we need to do, number one, is get grounded. And I mean grounded. Okay, so if you live in, like me, I live in Louisiana. If you live anywhere by me, the weather's beautiful. There's no excuse you can't go outside and put your feet in the grass, put your feet in the dirt. If you can go to the beach or go by a lake, put your feet in the sand, put your feet in the water. Get connected to the earth. Go outside, sit by a tree, hug a tree, put your back up against the tree. That is what is needed right now. There is a lot going on, and this is a spiritual war that we are in. It may look like, oh, it's a war, but the big war, there's the behind the scenes, the real McCoy, it's spiritual. And it's been going on for a long time. It's just now people are becoming conscious and aware. And that's the whole point of the age of Aquarius, the information age. That's why we have these little gadgets, so we learn. Just think about 20 years ago, we wouldn't know what's going on the other side of the world, except for what was told to us on the news, right? We won't even get into that. But, so, grounded, make sure you are paying attention to what you are watching. The subconscious picks up on everything. When you go to sleep, turn your TV off. If you can, don't keep your phone right by you. And stop doom scrolling as much as possible. I get on there and I'll do it too, but I've been trying to, like I say, I'm part of this too. This is how I know, because I've been feeling this for a few months and I just haven't spoke on it. And then all of a sudden I got all these people coming, because it always happens to me first. And that's when I know, okay, so soon the collective will start getting like this. And you just want to, it's like days you just want to disassociate. Like 1 minute you could be like doing so good, like, man, you're in this great mood. And the next thing you know, you're like aggravated out of nowhere, because there's such thing as intrusive thoughts. And then you take those thoughts and you believe them as to be yours. Remember, we are not our thoughts. We are not our emotions. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. You got to remember that. So don't attach yourself to those thoughts when they do come in. That's where meditation comes in. Meditation is the true foundation. Seriously. That's how, when my journey began and I didn't even know I was on a journey, when I started meditating, because at first I didn't know how. Yeah, at first I didn't know how, so I would just self-hypnotize. And every time I had a pain, I'd be like, oh, boom. And I'd type up some type of hertz for that specific pain, whether it was a headache, a toothache. And boom, boom, soon. Next thing you know, I'm in it. Meditating. I was meditating sometimes 13 to 16 hours a day. Because at that time I didn't have to work. It's a long, long story. That's when this was all in 2019 when it all began. I had been on a dark night of the soul, but I didn't know what it was, know what it was called. I just called it autopilot because my sister had passed, and, So, meditation, and there's all kind of ways to meditate. All meditation is about becoming present in the present moment. Because you're going to have thoughts. We can't stop our thoughts. You just don't attach yourself to them. Pretend that they're cloud. Think about the clouds that come in the sky. They don't stay there. They pass. They dissipate, right? Well, that's the same thing your thoughts do, as long as you don't attach to them. Let's see what else. Grounded, meditation, be mindful of your 5 senses. What are you eating too? Pay attention to that. Try to eat foods that don't have you not wanting. Try to eat foods that give you energy as much as possible. I know it ain't hard. Like, that's my focus right now, has been on switching my diet, getting back into intermittent fasting, and fasting 24 hours once a week, like trying to get back to that. And it's an everyday thing, and some days I got my good days, I got my bad days. Don't beat yourself up. But that right there too. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh yeah, just stay out the phone. And when you do choose to watch something, make sure it's something either uplifting, inspiring, funny, because all of that is energy, and we consume that. Your conscious mind is only working 5%. So you consciously are like, oh, I know it's just a movie. But your subconscious is the one ruling everything. It's going 95% of the time. So it doesn't know reality versus not reality. So it's just picking all that up. And you wonder why you have these crazy dreams or this. Well, that's another thing. Pay attention to your dreams. Try not to watch stuff right before you go to sleep. Try to clear your mind. And then also set your intentions. If you're wanting to talk to a loved one that passed away, set your intentions for them to come in your dream. If you're wanting to do any type of healing, you're feeling hurt by someone or just holding on to grief, like mine was the grief thing. Mine was actually, the grief's gonna come and go. That's my mama, period. My sister, period. That's gonna be for life. It just is what it is. But that guilt I was holding on to because I was not able to be there with her. She died by herself in the hospital. So that, and it's still in there. That I haven't healed all of that yet, and I know that. It's just take it one layer at a time. We're like onions. We got to just peel back. And what you're doing is you're peeling back and you're taking the mask off of the personas of the mother, the father, the sister, the brother, the whatever, the cousin, the boss, whatever mask you worn, you got to take them all off, and you got to even take your name away, because that was given to you. Take all that away, and you got to get to the core. And you got to be like, who am I at the core? Who is this one that is observing? Right? Who is the one that's observing what I'm doing? Not the persona, not the ego, the higher self. That's who you need to be. You need to take that practice every day and embody your higher self, because your higher self will guide you. You won't need readings. You won't need external answers. You don't need them now. And I'm not trying to push people away. I'm not saying don't go. I'm not saying don't come to me. I'm not saying don't watch me or other readers. What I'm saying is everything is already within you. Start trusting. The reason I do what I do is because I'm trying my purpose and intentions is to plant the seed to where you will soon trust yourself, trust your own intuition, and you won't need the confirmation, the external, right? That's what my plan is. And I know it's happening. I would get people and they're like, but I get it, it's hard too, because that monkey mind. That's why we got to stay grounded, pay attention, meditation. What are you looking at, right? So I wanted to share that. And I think that's all I want to just share. I remember how I was saying, if you did watch my last video, that's why I put the butterflies again. When I left work tonight and I was getting into my coworker's vehicle, they literally had 2 white moths just chilling on the door. The back door where I had to put my groceries, and on the passenger door where I had to open. None on his side, just on that side. So, wow. Hello. Right before I ain't had to finish, I ain't have to ask, I'm ready for a car. Because they're ready. I already know. And the card that come out. Matter of fact, one of the people that's been coming to me about needing some help, this card came out for her. Soul Retrieval. Card 49, which breaks down to a 13, 9 plus 4. 13 is the death card, Scorpio energy in the tarot. And that's all about endings and new beginnings, transformation, going deep. Scorpio ain't afraid. That's the 8th house, boo. Scorpio's not afraid to go deep. They want to go. It's like Virgo and Scorpios are a lot alike. We don't mind sitting there. I want to dissect. I need to know, why am I like this? What, I want to go all the way in. That's the hermit. We're represented as the hermit. Well, Scorpio's the same way. They want to go to the depths. So I'm going to read this just to give you a little insight, because this is exactly what's going on. We've been fragmented since childhood, and it's time to retrieve those parts. And interesting enough, I forgot this part. Look, it's a butterfly. A butterfly holding her, I don't know why I don't want to call her, holding her chrysalis. Remember, soul retrieval, bringing back parts to you? Well, the parts of the butterfly is the chrysalis when it was a caterpillar, right? All right, it says, soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. That is, what was I just saying? Peeling back, taking the mask off to the soul. Who are you? the real you. So that is the essence of this card. Now, all right, now I want to read you the invitation. They have an essence, an invitation, and then they have the medicine that you need. So the invitation says, you are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel. So you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one. The journey back to Eden. Yeah, not this little bitty stuff. The soul, the true. You want to call back. Give me back. I'm call back my power from my energy, my power from all dimensions, all lives, all future, past, and present, right? The medicine says, when did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? Think back over your life and find the time or times when this happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. So what have you agreed to? What have you what have you given your power away? I know I said I was just doing the one card, but I kind of want to get a little, clarifying of the card. All right, let's see. Can you tell me more about this soul retrieval from a beautiful souls, please? And thank you. Let's see. Tell me. Yeah, look, there it is. The inner conflict. 5 of Wands. Notice that's the same person. Usually 5 of Wands, it's 5 different people. This is the same. Why? Because it's inner conflict. That this is not other people's drama. It's inner. This is different fragments of your soul that you've lost. You said that they're everywhere. And now it's time to get them back. And see, yep, it's keeping you, some of y'all confused. The 7 of Cups. Look, it's like, I don't know which cup. There's literally a snake in one and that. Don't even know what to choose. Why? Because you're not in your sovereign. You're not grounded, right? Oh, look, the beach and the sand. I was just saying that. That's what I need to go. Get my feet in some sand. Let's see. Anything else? Oh my goodness, it cut me off. But yes, look what come out. The Ace of Cups. Cups is your emotion. Emotionally fulfilled. Look, the cup is full. Soul retrieval. Because, remember I told you you're fragmented. You're like all these little butterflies. There's all these pieces of your soul are everywhere. You left them with when you were a kid. When you were just, a people pleaser. You left them with old relationships. Some probably narcissistic, whatever. You've left pieces of yourself. And once you bring them back, your cup will be full. That's the Ace of Cups. That's your cup. That's self-love. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking to one. That's why my channel's called that. Because I'm talking to one. Whoever's attracted to me, that's what you're learning. That's what you're knowing. Yeah, then you'll be in this Knight of Wands. Look. She feeling good. She tapping on the drum. She living life. The Wands. Instead of like, oh God, I don't know which way to go. Left, right, up, down. No. She's like, yeah. And look, yep. Nice and grounded. Queen of Pentacles. Grounded, holding a coin, knows her worth, and loves everyone, and just at peace. I mean, look how peaceful. Remember, it's a choice. Dissect. Call back the parts of you that you've lost. Fill your cup up. You can't pour from an empty cup. All right, this got longer. I thought it was going to be quick, but it is what it is. I got to get the message out. Like I said, if you really feel like you need a reading, message me. I do private readings. Also, if you just want to go check out Self Love Heals Tarot on YouTube, I got a YouTube channel. Or just, I have probably like 700 reels just here on Facebook. So I got about 500 videos on YouTube. I mean, it's up to you. All right. Sending y'all so much love and light, beautiful souls. Take care.